Good morning, y'all. It's SKYBOYSFO, better known as Bobby, and I do videos about flight attendant life. Welcome to my live show. If you're new to this show, welcome. How you doing? I do a live show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Except last week I was busy, y'all. Friday came and Friday went, so this is the Friday Monday show. I also had to complete my editing on my Australia adventure. I did a two-part, but really I could have done one part, so scratch that second video. It's really one full video, but I had already did footage, so I figured I'll just release it. But I can do better than that, and I have a couple more videos upcoming, more towards the life of a flight attendant. And also, one of my followers was like, well, can we do a room tour of your own condo? So definitely stay tuned for that. That should be coming out anytime soon. Lot going on. Y'all like my shirt? SKYBOYSFO. That's me marketing myself, but I might have to make a couple more because some people might want some of these. If you do, leave a comment down below and I'll show you how to get this shirt. But it is Monday and I'm still jet lagged. I don't know what I did to get myself in this funk, but I can't wait to get out of it. To the point I actually made a video about jet lag. That is my next video release. So if you are a person who is jet lagged all the time, you better wait for my next video because it's gonna be good. I've got a good one coming for you guys. That's about it, about my life. Oh, I am off today, as you can see. And I'm gonna try to pick up a trip this week and then I go on vacation, and I'm heading to Europe and going to see my godson Eric. Hey Eric, bonjour, in southern France. That'll be the first stop, and the second stop I'm going to leave as a surprise for you guys. I'm just gonna pop up somewhere, and you're gonna know where I'm at. You're just gonna have to wait. Just gonna have to wait. But it's a good city. I'll give you a clue. It's in Europe, and I've never been before. So I'm very excited about that. My honey boo's coming with me. He's on vacation as well. Shout out to my boo. But that's all I got going for me. There's been some hot topics that's been on my mind, some good things and some bad things. Shout out to the Beehive. Y'all got the announcement today. Yes, sirree. Beyonce has announced, or I should say Netflix has announced that Beyonce has well, you know, she has a deal with Netflix, and one of her first projects is going to be called Homecoming, which is probably a reference to her Coachella performance she did in Palm Springs last, I believe it was last year. It's been a year already, last April, when she rocked the house at Coachella. To the point, I guess they're gonna make a Netflix. But what I'm understanding is not just gonna be the video of her performance, but it's gonna be behind the scenes, the making of the video, how she hired all those 50 million dancers. Shout out to Charles Williams, who's doing his thing in that Beyonce situation going on there. And he is on his way. He's just doing great. So I'm very proud of Mr. Charles there. Hope you're watching. But she just keeps pushing it out, pushing the envelope. I know I'm a fan, so she could do no wrong in my book. But are we getting tired of Beyonce? Is she putting out too much? Let me know down below in the comments if you think she needs to just take a break. She had her twins, squeezed them out, and she had an album coming out at a concert, got that body type, and she is still going. I mean, nobody can catch up to the girl, so I'm very excited. It's going to be released on April 17th. And usually Beyonce doesn't just release something and let you know something about it. It's usually a clue to what the bigger picture is. So I think the bigger picture is, because she's been very quiet. I told y'all earlier, back in a couple months ago, start saving your coins, because when she's quiet, that means she's doing something. I smell it, maybe a tour, but just her. I mean, she just came off the tour with Jay-Z, but I think she does her best when she's by herself. Doesn't need anybody else to fill an arena or a stadium now. And I think she's probably going to release the album, maybe all three. And album, I don't know what that means anymore with her, because she releases movies, she releases videos that are an hour long. You just never know what she's gonna release. But I do like my girl. I've been a Beehive fan forever. I'm not one of those extreme Beehive fan where I have to know when, the next time she sneezes or anything like that. But I've been definitely a fan of hers. And summer's coming, and I need a good song, a good beat for the summer. Speaking of Netflix, I've been trying to get out of the cable life and satellite life, and I just want to have, some good TV, some Hulu, some Netflix, and that it, and get rid of my cable bill and just have internet. So if you guys know any good Netflix that I should be watching or anything TV series that I can get on Hulu, leave a comment down below. And I need some new footage because I'm sick of cable TV. It's just flipping the channel and nothing's coming on, and paying all that money going to waste. So definitely leave a comment about your favorite TV show, series, or blockbuster. But let a brother know. Something that was disturbing on the news today when I woke up, I think I woke up in 1967. People are still burning Black historic churches in the South. There were 3 burnings of churches in the last week alone, people. And I'm not blaming the man that's the president and all that. I'm blaming us as a society. Come on now. Are we back in 1967? They want to close the southern borders. We are full. I mean, that is crazy. The president's firing everybody and, don't obey the rule of law. It's just a lot going on when it comes to racial equality here. We shouldn't be still singing this song. Martin Luther King was back in the 60s, and I feel like we're back in the 60s. We can do better. But on a happier note, Airline Report has just came out with the top 10 best US airlines to fly. Disclosure, y'all know I work for airlines. I don't disclose what airlines, but you can probably put 2 and 2 together. So I'll be talking as if I don't work for airlines, just for my own reasons there. But some movement in the top 10. Usually Alaska was number 1 for the last 2 years, and things kind of changed when they merged, or actually bought Virgin America and became One Airlines. And I guess they're still trying to figure out their little situation because they've dropped down to number 2. So the darling of airlines right now going on is Delta Airlines. Congratulations to Delta Airlines for being the number 1 US Airlines. Disclosure, I don't work for them, but I think they are number 1 right now. They are doing their thing. I see that in their recruiting, because y'all know I do recruiting, or I used to do recruiting, but I also teach people how to pass their interviews. So check out my website, BobbyRobertEmery.com. If you need a little help, I can help you. But there's something about Delta. They've always had that about them. They do things right. It's based on customer service. It's on-time performance. Complaints to the airlines, baggage handling, all that is combined to one little thing, and that comes up with the top 10 airlines. My airline, major airline, came in 4. That's a couple of notches than what we were last year, but we had a lot going on in the last couple of years. Anything bad happens in the airlines, they pull up my airline first and say, hey, look at my airlines, y'all done did this. So it's hard for us to keep the ratings. But they also reported that my airlines could have been number 3 or 2, but our on-time performance kind of went down with that couple of storms we had in Chicago. It kind of messed up our on-time performance, but customer service has risen by 30%. So we're the friendly skies again. We're back in business of being the friendly skies. I think all my employees are going through training and have been through a couple of trainings of customer service, and I think it's paying off now. But to round off the top 10, number 1, or should I start with number 10? Number 10, the no-frill airlines are not doing well this time around. Starting at number 10 was Frontier Airlines. Number 9 was Spirit Airlines. Shout out to my Spirit Airlines people. I like Spirit Airlines. You get what you get. If you fly them, it might be $99, and you got to pay for the Coke, you got to pay for an extra bag, you got to pay for a window seat, but that's your expectation. So if you're just trying to get point A to point B, Frontier Airlines might be that airline for you. Allegiant Airlines is number 8. JetBlue's dropped down to number 7. What's going on, JetBlue? We're gonna have to get your numbers up, JetBlue. But they're pretty good if you're looking for that transcontinental, like from LA or San Francisco to JFK. Um, American Airlines, number 6, Legacy Airline. That's the lowest Legacy airline. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Don't know what's going on with American. I have a buddy who works for American, and maybe I have to call him and see what y'all doing over there. They went to an acquisition and a merge, and they're having their little growing pains as well. One airlines I've flown before and I do love is Hawaiian Airlines. They are number 5. But it's not really fair because, there's Hawaiian Airlines. They fly to the West Coast and I think Las Vegas, and that's about it, to Honolulu. How can you mess that up? Plus, everybody's going to a happy place. You're going to Hawaii. How could you be bad customer service? Everyone's going to Hawaii. And United is number 4. The number 4 airlines. They've moved up and continue to climb. They are trying very hard to be number 1, to take over that Delta Airlines spot. So good luck to United Airlines. Southwest Airlines, it's no frills. You get what you expect. It's consistent, same aircraft. You know what to expect. They've always been in the top 3 as best airlines. So shout out to Southwest Airlines. And Alaska is number 2 right now. They've been number 1 for the last 2 years. So one of the things that hit them this year was also on-time performance. And number 1, customer service was definitely Southwest. It's still number 1 when you break down in segments of what airlines makes it number 1. And of course, drum roll, Delta Airlines is number 1. But I guess my question would be, does it really matter what airlines is number 1 or what airlines is number 10? Are you looking for the best fare? Is customer service very important to you? Are you a business person and on time? What keeps, I think, a lot of the legacy airlines in the top 3 or 4 category is their routing. I think American, United, and Delta have some of the best routings you can't deny, which gives them a great a frequent flyer program. You can go on JetBlue or you can go on Alaska, but they only go so many places with their mileage that you've earned, and it doesn't really benefit you. I think that's why people tend to think that the major airlines are better. I don't think they're better. It's just, if you're not a frequent flyer, then maybe that airline is not for you. Go for some of the no frills like Frontier, Spirit, or Allegiant. They'll get you there. And those airlines work especially when everything works perfectly. But if something goes wrong with one of those airlines, mechanical or anything, where they have to replace a plane, they just don't have planes and the capacity to just find another plane. They cancel. And if it's during a busy holiday season, it could be a day or 2 before they can get you back. Where like airlines like United, Delta, or American, they usually have extra planes so happen to be hanging around in some of the major hubs, and they can get you onto a different flight, into an aircraft change. And then also safety. They focus more on the safety than the customer service. That being said, you think about European and Asian carriers, they do great at customer service, safety. They're more of a fuller package. And I think the US Airlines still have a long ways to catch up to those airlines. I don't even think the legacy airlines even compete now with some of the world airlines like Singapore, Emirates, Etihad. They're just in a whole different league, and we just can't compete with some of the US custom and immigration laws, and a lot of them are subsidized by the government, and we're more of a free society airlines, entrepreneurship here. So, if you can't compete, just try to be in your own lane. So I think that's what American, Delta, and United, they look at each other for competition and not worry about what Emirates or Singapore is doing up over there. And that's all I got to say about the airlines. Congratulations to Don Lemon. CNN correspondent just got engaged to his long-term boyfriend. I wonder what kind of wedding he's going to have. Big wedding, small wedding. He's been in the news lately. no, in case you don't know, he's a gay man. But the other day I was having dinner with a friend and we were talking about interracial love, the gay edition. That most black men, including myself, marry out of their race. And was that a good thing or a bad thing? And aren't there any people of the same race that you can date? Why do you most, I think he was talking more about why do mostly black men date out of their race? And I don't speak for all black people, but I know why I picked my guy. I just loved him. I didn't know what color, didn't care what color he was. I just loved the guy that I love. And race has no issue. With all things, race shouldn't be an issue. I've been having the blessing life of living in California, where racism is still existing, but it's not in your face. When my grandmother was living, I would always ask her, Grandma, because she lived in California, but she's from Louisiana during the Jim Crow time. Do you think California or Louisiana is more racist? And she would always say California is more racist. And I'm like, why? She said, well, in Louisiana, you know who racist. You know, they have the Confederate flag. You know, they'll tell you. There's no shame in their game. Where in California, it's more of an undercover thing. You never know if your coworker or your retail store person or anyone could be, it's not politically correct in California to be racist, so they keep it under. They call that the Tom Bradley, I think, syndrome. I don't know if you guys, especially young kids, remember when Tom Bradley was running for mayor of Los Angeles. He was the front runner up until the day of the election. And he lost by a landslide, and he was African American, of course. And all the polls were showing that he was going to win. Sounds familiar? Hillary Clinton. But he lost by a landslide, and they were saying that a lot of people who said they were going to vote for him actually didn't because it wasn't politically correct to go against him. But you can also Google that about the Tom Bradley effect. That's about it. It's running 20 minutes almost talking on here. That's a record for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, stay tuned for my live channel on Wednesday and Friday. And I should have another video coming out tomorrow. I think it's going to be, what is tomorrow? Oh, my 5th year wedding anniversary trip to New York City. I think I'm releasing that tomorrow or Wednesday. And then Friday I'll have a flight attendant vlog. And then you probably won't hear from me, well, you'll hear from me, but I won't have a video for a week because I'll be on vacation getting all this good content and video to give you guys great videos when I return back from my vacation and give myself a break, get off of media and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I think I'm losing a lot of sleep because I'm just engulfed into this new fun that I'm having building videos, being a video creator. It's really fun. You should check it out, definitely on my channel. And then, but I'll be on my Instagram every day, so definitely check that out at SKYBOYSFO. You can also check out my website if you're interested in becoming a flight attendant. Things you should know before you apply to be a flight attendant. You want to definitely check out my website. And it's in the description down below. And losing my voice there. I am hangry, so I'm definitely got to say goodbye to you guys. Thanks for joining in. If you didn't catch the live show, this will repeat and be on my channel forever and ever. Forever young. I want to be forever young. I can't sing. Bye, girl. Bye.